On this episode, we're going to be installing SR Performance 4-valve coil pack kit for 2011 to early 2016 Mustang GTs on our 2014 Mustang GT. As far as the tools are required to do this job, it's going to be a pretty simple selection. We got a real small, thin flathead screwdriver. A pick of some sort will probably come in handy. A regular flat blade screwdriver, 1/4 inch ratcheting wrench, 5-inch extension, and an 8mm socket. Here we have our SR Performance 4-valve coil pack kit unboxed and on display. As you can see, you get 8 of these coils in a kit. They're not sold individually, you have to buy them all at once. They are a direct replacement for stock coil packs. There is apparently a change on the wiring in about mid-2016 on Mustang GTs, so you can only run these into early 2016 Mustang GTs. So just look into that if you guys have one of those. As far as the specs on these coils, they are 0 ohms, they're 42,000 volts. And the main reason you'd want to be putting these into your cars are going to allow for a smoother idle, better throttle response, and what everybody is really after, a little bit more horsepower and a little bit more torque. These are also going to benefit you guys with forced induction. It'll help from blowing out the spark if you're running high boost, so you definitely want to look into these. To start off our install, we're going to begin by removing the engine cover. This just pops up a little bit of force. There's a couple tabs on each side, so you just lift straight up. And remove that. Next, we're going to take off the plastic valve covers. On this side, you're going to need some sort of pick tool to take out the oiler. Essentially, this gathers up oil vapors and feeds it back into the engine. There's a small gray tab that you're going to need to lift up and pull it over. It's going to be a little bit difficult for me to show on here, but right in there, there's a small gray tab. You're going to have to lift it up and push it over. And then you can disconnect that line. The plastic valve covers should just pull straight off, similar to the engine cover. We're going to set these aside. On the passenger side, we're going to have a similar process. I have a JLT oil catch can on this side. But essentially, we're going to lift that gray tab up, sweep it over to the side. We should be able to disconnect that. There we go. If you don't have a JLT oil catch can, you'll still have a similar tube to that you need to remove. Once that's off, just repeat the same process like on the other side. We're going to pop this straight off. And set it aside for later. Once you have the plastic covers off the top of your valve covers, you can have access to all 8 coil packs. First thing you want to do is go down the line, and we're going to release these red tabs. Put a little bit of pressure with a small flat blade screwdriver in the middle there, and then just pop these up. You want to be careful with these. They're pretty delicate, and it would be difficult to get replacement parts for these. Once you have all of your red tabs released, we're going to go ahead and just do one coil at a time with an 8mm socket on this 8mm bolt. You're going to take it out, retain the bolt because they will be reused to install the new SR Performance coil packs. Take that out, set it aside. Like I said, we will be reusing that. At this point, you can actually release your plug. You may need a little bit of help getting it off. Once you have that out, lift your old coil pack straight out. It'll pop off of your spark plug. Once your stock coil pack's out, we're just going to replace it with this SR Performance one. It's going to drop straight on top of your spark plug. Make sure you have a good firm connection. You're going to feel it go onto the spark plug. Nice positive placement there. We're going to take our 8mm bolt that we took out of the stock unit, reuse it. You don't want to over tighten it, but just make it snug. Pop your connector back into place and then push your red tab in. Repeat the process 7 more times and then you're good. So we got all 8 of our SR Performance coil packs installed. Plan on allowing about 1 to 2 hours for this job depending on how things go. When you're releasing the plugs from the coil packs, there's a small black tab on the top that's underneath this red tab that you pulled out of the way before. You're going to want to apply a little bit of pressure downwards on that. Once you guys are doing this, it'll make sense, but you're going to apply pressure downwards as you're pulling up. That'll get them out. I had a little bit of trouble with getting one of mine off. In fact, they are pretty delicate, guys and girls, so just be careful. After you have your coil packs back on, just put your plastic engine covers back in place, and that's the end of the job. Just apply a little bit of downward pressure to those. You're going to want to reconnect your oil line here. Just push it down, straight in, it'll click into place. I'm going to remove our oil cap while we replace this cover. Again, we're just going to push straight in, apply a little bit of pressure, you'll feel them click in. Oil cap back in place. Hook up your oil line here as well. In our case, you have a JLT oil catch can. If you don't have that, you'll have something similar looking to this, just a line that goes here. You'll feel it click into place. Give a little tug upwards to make sure you're in. We're good. Finally, we're going to reinstall our engine cover. This has 4 tabs on it. Again, these are similar. We just push down into place and they click in. As always, thanks for watching Horseplay Hobbies. We really appreciate all the support. Hopefully this video helped you out a little bit, and hopefully you had a little bit of fun watching it. If you have any questions, let us know. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe.